Video log, video log. It's my video log. What's up? Okay. Contact technology has greatly improved in the last 15 years. When I first started wearing contacts, they would fall out, they would feel awkward, and they would bother my eyes. I have to take them out every day. They got this new, like, bio-infinity lenses, biogenetic, like, I don't know, with the T virus, or they're, like, engineered from baby stem cells, baby, not sperm. No, that sounds so wrong. Yeah, so I'm wearing contacts. I can wear these contacts like a month straight, man. I sleep in them. I mean, I probably should take them out at least over the weekend, but I'm a lazy boy, and they're great. You don't even know you're wearing them anymore. It's like you feel like you actually don't have a vision problem. It's like, wow, this is what it's like not to have shitty eyes. So yeah, contact technology, man. Wow. Just, they do cost more. I don't know why I mentioned that. I just wanted to mention that contacts have really improved. So if you thought about it before, you should try it again. Because fuck laser eye surgery. And glasses. It's not even about looking like a nerd. They fucking slide off my face and I don't see as well. Like, your vision actually is way better with contacts than with glasses. Amazon. Amazon's actually been failing me. Not in, like, pricing or returns. I just finished my other video with the jump scare, and my heart is still killing me. God damn, that was not scripted, and I wish that didn't happen. Like, I actually have chest pains. I think I'm gonna fucking die. Anyway, Amazon doesn't have everything. I've been trying to do like, when you're looking for something a little exotic, some kind of special clothing or a piece of jewelry, Amazon doesn't have it. I've had to go to other websites, and I hate that. Other websites? Other stores? Like, I'm spoiled. Amazon is the only store I want to go to. I was thinking that because of, like, my white background, like, I don't know, the shirt, like, I don't care about being stylish, but the shirt's so white, I think it actually doesn't work for the video for like videos as well. And I've tried so many times to wear shirts in the past, but I always get bored of it. Like a particular theme, I get bored, or the shirt's not quite big enough because I like my shirts really big and loose, and or the shirt's too thick and I get really hot and sweaty because I get hot and sweaty no matter what, or the shirt rips and I can't, and also I hate washing a shirt. Like, I like wearing the same shirt, and when you wear an undershirt, nobody can tell. But if you wear, like, a real shirt, it's like you wore that shirt yesterday, and the day before, and the day before. Like ass mangler. But if you wear, people just assume it's a different shirt every day. And who the fuck changes their shirts every day? Come on. But I don't know. I'm gonna try again. So I was looking at Amazon. Everything I wanted. It was like Amazon didn't have it, or didn't have the size, or it was like a third-party marketplace dealer, and I'm not buying anything from a third-party marketplace. Fuck that. I had to go off Amazon to buy what I wanted, which just feels weird, man. So I ordered a new shirt, and oh boy, it's meme-erific, and I think it'll suit the channel. But I hope, I don't know, like, I don't think, like, I think it's a meme, or it's about something that I think will always be part of the channel, so hopefully I won't be like, I don't want to represent this anymore. It's a great looking shirt though. And hopefully it fits well. Hopefully it doesn't come, looking like ass. It's not Amazon, so it's gonna take a little longer to get, unfortunately. But I ordered it, and I ordered a hat, too. Because I noticed people responded very positively when I was, Mario. But the mustache wasn't working for me, and you can't be Mario without the mustache. But, I don't know. Let's try a hat. So I got a hat. Again, I couldn't get it on Amazon. Couldn't get it on Amazon. I had to go to another website to get the hat. It's a good hat, though. Oh, it's a good hat. Oh, it's such a good hat. We'll see how it comes out. It's a different meme than the shirt, but I think it'll work. I think it'll work. Now I'll just have to start washing the shirts again, which is annoying. But hopefully it'll go well. I think you guys will like it. I know people love that kind of visual gimmick, and the white. It's like my head is almost floating, like the white doesn't seem, because I'm like blending in. We'll see. That won't probably come for like a week, which sucks. And I'm not going to tell you what it is till it comes. It's a surprise. What else? I didn't, in the video that, the special that I made talking about games to stream, I didn't talk about, how to be successful on Twitch or how to be a good streamer, because those are separate things. And those are also, like, people have made a million different videos talking about how to make it on Twitch. But, I just don't think people talk about the game specifically. And it's kind of interesting, People talk about being successful on Twitch, but not the games. Because those to show you where people's minds are at in the focus. Money, 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 right? But obviously, selecting a game that people enjoy watching is part of being a successful live streamer. But if you are interested in my thoughts on how to be a successful live streamer, I really need to go over what everyone always says. So I just want to mention it briefly here. Have a set schedule. Be entertaining. Have some drama. Leech off someone else who's popular. And get them to shout you out, sponsor you. Or just go, be at their house and go on their stream. Give away lots of shit. Suck everyone's dicks for showing up and giving you money. Streaming a lot. Having a good gimmick. Being weird looking. Having like a brand. The gimmick is almost like a brand, but it's kind of different. Have like a gimmick brand. Have like a theme that becomes your brand and a gimmick. I mean, like, look at Dr. Disrespect. Works for him. And if you're a chick, have giant titties. Yeah, well, the usual. It's not. Oh, and be lucky. Be lucky! Haha! Very, very lucky. Very lucky. And if you could get a time machine and go back to 5 years ago and start streaming when there was no competition, good for you. But yeah, it's mostly luck. Leeching off someone successful. And having a great gimmick. Being entertaining helps. Being really good at a game that's popular, sure. But, that's it. And it's the same shit everyone said. Do I need to make a video about that? Come on. Let's see, what else do I want to mention? That's going to be a big topic. I don't want to talk about that. Oh! I was watching Quinn69 stream, who's a really nice guy. Probably the nicest, most genuine dude who streams WoW. Okay, it's maybe aside from, like, Swifty, but... Swifty, whatever. And he's also really good. He's really good. He's an amazing, crazy ret pally. He used to play Diablo 3, and he was really good at that, supposedly. I don't know. I don't watch Diablo 3. But anyway, so I was watching Quinn69, and he's in this guild, this Australian guild. Not the #1 or anything, because #1 won't let him stream, so he intentionally didn't join them. He could have. But they're pretty much the best guild in New Zealand or Australia that does let him stream. And they're pretty up there as far as, general progression. And I notice that, so he does mythic raiding, right? They have like their 20 raiders. There's this constant recruitment going on at all times, and people always have to fight to keep their spot in the raid. What I mean is that regardless of how long you've been in a guild, or how nice or how supportive you are, or how much you contribute, or even if you're good at mechanics and you pull respectable or even good damage, if someone comes along who does more damage than you, they just replace you. And it's like it's not even a big deal. They just talk about it like whatever, and they're always talking about people getting benched and people fighting for their spots and recruiting to replace specific people, and the people are so terrified of being on the bottom of the meter because that means you're like next up for like the bench, and it's just that is a disgusting mentality. And I'm not singling them out specifically because I get the feeling that that's just how it is in like super serious hardcore raid progression guilds that have like actual goals to be, on like, the chart. But the idea that like even if you're a good team player and you show up and you're good at your class, that if someone's just better who wants your spot, they just replace you. And you're gone unless you could somehow beat them. Like it's almost like what are they, cannibals? Like what happened? Like what about happened to like team spirit and friendship? Like once you're on the team, you're supposed to be on the team unless you screw up. Not just get kicked because someone can't just happens to be better. And then then there's the issue that certain classes are just better than others, and it goes back and forth. But there's always that one class that's just easier and stronger. So if like a Frosty K comes, you're gonna, even if you're like an average Frosty K will get the raid spot for this long term, really dedicated, I don't know, enhancement shaman who's like a like top DPS for enhancement shaman, but he's just limited by his class, and you get replaced. That's just kind of fucked up, and I just hate that concept. That's just horrible. Like what happened to like it's a game. You're playing for fun. You're in your raid team, and you're all like bros and stuff, and you do your job, and you contribute, and progression's going well, but there's always a bigger fish, and it can always go better. So you always gotta like panic. You always gotta be anxious. What is this, jobs? Is this like a real life job where you gotta be worried you're gonna get passed for a promotion by the new guy? The old hard worker gets passed over for new young. Like we'll like talk about a classic trope. That's awful. And I'm just like, oh man, I'm so glad I don't do that shit anymore. Like I can't even imagine how I would feel if that happened to me. It's one thing to get dropped because you suck, because you can't do mechanics, because your DPS just sucks. But it's another to get replaced solely because they have the option to replace you with someone who can just pull more damage than average. Even if it's not necessary. Like there's a set amount of damage you have to put out to know that you can take down a boss, berserk timers and whatnot, and to succeed at certain mechanics. So even if you meet that threshold, to still get replaced because you can always do better, you can always be faster. I just don't like that. I don't like that at all. And it will breed this mentality that you give like the side eye to every new guild recruit, thinking, is this going to be the one? Is he going to replace me? Like, who's he here for? And I don't know. And it's like, and you try to like screw over other people in the raid, to do less damage because you want them to be replaced before you, and it just has all this. It causes all this backbiting and political maneuvering. But I guess when you're literally trying to get like world first or something, you do whatever it takes. And all that matters is the guild progress, not the player. But as the player, that I don't know why you would care if you're not even in the raid team anymore. What do you care if the guild is like number 4 in the world? I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. I don't have that killer spirit, but raiding is stressful and time intensive enough to just like be replaced simply because someone can do better and they're willing to try and do better. Like they're willing to, like the only requirement to take your spot is be better and be willing to be in that guild. It's just like, yeah, people are not cogs in the machine, and what it's not life or death here. So I just don't like that at all. Even though I acknowledge maybe that, I don't know, it might be a requirement if for a guild if they're trying to be competitive globally. That just means that I just don't like competitive rating, I guess. Which goes on to my next thing I wanted to mention. Do I miss MMOs? I miss having like a game to be centered around, and I want to be able to play with people. But do I just miss MMOs per se? No. Do I miss WoW? Actually, no. I kind of feel like playing Hearthstone or Heroes of the Storm occasionally, but I don't really get the urge to play WoW. I get the urge to play something with people. I want to play a game with lots of people, but it's not like I want to play WoW specifically. I don't feel any urge to play WoW, and I don't miss raiding. Hopefully, Shardbound or Rend will scratch my itch. If not, we'll find something else. But no, don't miss it. If I missed WoW, I would just go play it. I think the big thing about MMOs has always been validation. Like, this is gonna sound horrible. There are exceptions, and I'm not trying to say that this is just the way it is, but I think that more casual games and like dude bro games and shooter games are more appealing to people that have lives because they don't seek validation of their existence through gaming, and that never-ending games and games that are multiplayer on a huge scale and therefore let you show off to a huge groups of people give you a sense of progression and validation for your existence when you don't get it through normal means like social avenues and real life work. And I get my validation now through streaming, I guess, so I don't really need it through WoW. And also, I just don't care that much about being validated anymore. And I wasn't really getting it from WoW either because I wasn't accomplishing enough to feel like I would deserve validation. So, yeah. I mean, and again, I'm not saying anyone who plays an MMO hates their life, or people that don't play MMOs mean they have great lives, or it's just that in general, a larger percentage, I think that's like a subconscious appeal that you get your social interaction and your existential validation, both as an individual and from society, from a game that almost mimics reality in that there are thousands of people and that you could do something where they would envy you. And I don't need that as much because as I get older, I just don't care. I didn't get it from WoW anymore anyway. And I get that itch scratched in many ways through my social media and interactive online presence. So, I don't know. I do want to play with other people, but I don't need that validation. So that's why I'm looking for something multiplayer, but not necessarily a traditional MMO. And we'll see what comes. It's not something that I don't need. Like if it doesn't happen, I don't really care. I mean, I care, but it's not the end of the world, and it doesn't have to happen right away. Like I'm happy with the way that everything's going and the channel's progressing. And next month I'm going to start playing Shardbound, and I really hope that it's good and that it works out. So we'll see. you'll see. And yeah, those are my random thoughts and stuff, and updates and whatnot. And yeah, vlog, awesome. Thanks for watching. Greatest, friendliest, tiny Twitch community.